Hi again, guys. It's Brett with It's Pickin' Time. I was thinking about the beginner, which is, I'm assuming or hoping that it's you out there watching. I was thinking about the beginner, and I thought the new person is a lot like a baby. We just don't know what we're doing yet, right? And then I started thinking about babies, and I started thinking, okay, what does a baby do inherently? It definitely, with regard to movements, it does not. A baby does not just get up and walk. It knows, kind of instinctively. I'm not sure which word it is. Instinctively, what to work on first. Okay, so when a baby is on its belly, it first lifts its head off the ground. Okay, it's on its belly, but it lifts its head. And what is it doing? It's strengthening its neck muscles, because in order to walk upright months down the road, we have to be able to hold our head up. Otherwise, we be kind of like this, crinked over. So a baby knows instinctively to raise its head up. Okay, and then from there, I've noticed it just sort of pushes up, like kind of pushes its shoulders up a little bit, or holds up with its arms. Basically, what it's doing, I've realized, is it's working from top down. Okay, so it's working from the neck muscles first, then the arm muscles, and then it sits up. And what is it doing? It's using the whole thoracic, the whole middle part of our body to hold itself up, right? Kind of right itself, and then it starts to pull itself up, maybe stand wobbly, right, against a table or a chair or something, and then it kind of starts to walk. Okay, so it has to do these things in that order in order to succeed. And that's really what we're doing with the guitar. Okay, now I'm talking about strumming here. A lot of people have uh, concerns around strumming. And so what I'm trying to think of is what's the first thing we do? The first thing we do is just go down, right? The first thing we do is strum just straight down. And it's in a count, and hopefully it's consistent. When you're brand new, my new students, the students that are 5 years old even, they kind of tend to go fast and kind of jerky. So it's like it's not really a strumming pattern. It's not a pattern, it's kind of random with a little bit of instruction. And I mean, it doesn't take very much. It usually happens when they're saying something out loud, like counting to four. They can go, even at 4 years old, they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe they're not hitting all the strings, but it doesn't really matter. They're still just going consistently, and that's what the right hand is doing. That's the pattern. Okay, so I could start it and stop it anywhere, and if I restart it, it's still going to be going, in the same pattern. Okay, so that's it. Just going up and down, just going down. I'm sorry, is a strumming pattern. So all down. The next thing that happens, if we want to work on strumming, is an up motion. Okay, now there's 4 beats. We're working on 4 beats here. So there's 4 down beats. Down, 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 down. I suggest that we do the upbeat on one of the middle down beats. Okay, so one of the beats, 1, 2, 3, or 4, is going to get a down up. Okay, I suggest you either do it on the second beat or the third beat. Okay, so it's going to look like, if it's on the second beat, it's going to go down, down, up, down, down. Okay, if it's on the third beat, which is very, very similar, it's down, 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 up, down. That is easier to do, especially if you're new and you're changing chords between, on the fourth beat or the first beat, whichever one you're trying to do. Then it's much easier to do the down up in the middle when you're kind of sort of quote unquote resting, okay, in between on a chord. So if I'm in this E chord here, and I go down, down, up, down, down, and then I go to A, down, up, down, down. It's kind of in the middle of that chord, right? Okay, so so that's the second step. The second step is adding the up on either the second or third beat. The next step is adding the up on the fourth beat. And what that does is it forces us to have to move to the next chord a little bit quicker. Why? Because we're holding on to the previous chord longer. So let's start with that E, and we're going to go down, 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 up, down. It's got to be, I can't wait. I have to wait for a minute. I'm sorry. I have to wait for a minute on that E, but then I have to go kind of quick to the A if I'm going from E to A, right? Whereas with the previous example where I'm switching on the second or third beat, I have like a split second even longer, and it really makes a lot of difference to have that split second, as you know, because you're trying to move between these chords and you're just learning, how to move. So the strumming pattern, first of all, we can do these strumming patterns without the use of the left hand. Okay, we can actually be just having our fingers flat on the strings without pushing. Okay, so they're really just lightly, and you might be able to hear that, I don't know, but it's real light. I'm not doing this. I'm not pushing. You see how the muscles of my fingers, I'm not pushing. I'm real light on there. That's a percussive, and that allows me to practice my strumming pattern. Okay, so this is down, 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 down. Then I'm going to go up to the next ladder rung, which is down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. And it's all about keeping the consistency. Okay, then we're going to go to the next one, which is really the same one. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. The goal here is that your right hand is moving without you thinking about it, okay? I don't want you to think about what's going on. So that's the goal. Then the next one, or the third one I should say, is down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And that's going to be a down, up change, wherever you're changing to or from, okay? So that's it. Wherever you're changing to, that's the down, up, and then change. And so this is the first part of what I would call the strumming pattern ladder, okay? We start off simply, just like a baby, and we end up with success because we started off correctly, okay? So practice that, guys. Try your best. Don't worry about your left hand on this exercise. Just think about the right hand. You're watching the right hand, and then you're looking away. Always start by watching your right hand do it correctly, and then look away and just kind of breathe, right? Remember to breathe, guys. It's like it's really important, obviously, because we're concentrating so much that we keep a steady, good breath, okay? So enjoy. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.